it's me, Susan, and I'm here in my kitchen to give you a little bit about what's in the bag. So as you know, we're getting ready to start Fit Tribe, and that is going to continue in mid-January, which is coming up very soon. So I wanted to give you some shopping ideas of how you're going to join the Fit Tribe and how you're going to shop with anti-inflammatory kind of foods in mind. So first of all, I'm going to just reach behind me and see what's here, because this is something I just went to the grocery store. I just emptied my bags onto the counter, and I'll probably be missing things and adding things later on. But let's go to dry goods, which you can get pretty much anywhere on Amazon or your local grocery store. This is a quinoa pasta. I think the one thing to remember about anti-inflammatory is it's no gluten, no dairy, no corn, no soy, no cane sugar are the main points. So you really do have to do your label reading. So as we go through the grocery store, I think about those things in mind and try to read any label that I can, unless I already know, unless it's already on my approved list, which is the approved list that I'm giving you right now. So hopefully that'll be helpful with you. And don't forget, as a Fit Tribe member, I will take you shopping. I can take you shopping, whether it's on the internet, through Zoom, through live, in person. If you're local here with me in Indiana, Florida, I'm happy to actually physically walk you into the grocery store and show you where everything can be found. Also too, I have a great cart in my Amazon influencer. If you are not able to get to the grocery store and you want to go on Amazon, I am an Amazon influencer, and I have a foodie list, an anti-inflammatory foodie list. So a lot of these foods, especially the dry goods, can be found in the foodie list. All right, but you can reach out to me at any time. Reach out to me anytime and ask any questions you want. So back to the dry goods. So we have the quinoa pasta. I always think rice or potato, right? Or quinoa. So this is a rice found in the Asian aisle. This is a rice based noodle. This is angel hair and linguine. Here's a little thin noodle like an angel hair. And you can make this like a normal pasta, serve it with a pasta sauce or olive oil and herbs. I also have the vegan butter, which my kids like buttered noodles. So just remember that anything on this list is definitely approved by a 9 and 11-year-old. So I've got that going for me. But anyway, also too, we have a linguine noodle that's really good as well. Again, found in the Asian section of shopping. And I don't use the sauce because it's not dairy free, but I do use, when you're shopping for a pasta sauce, you just have to remember to make it very basic. You're welcome to cook your own. I do a lot of my own sauces and everything like that, and soups, because I can ensure then that it is in fact dairy free, soy free, cane sugar free, all that kind of stuff. So you just have to make sure that your spaghetti sauce is cane sugar free. I really like this one from it's Michael's at Brooklyn. It's really good. They have different flavors and everything like that. You just have to make sure it's not a cream sauce or a vodka sauce, which usually has cream in it. But this is cane sugar free. It's basically tomatoes, garlic, onion. It's amazing. And those are usually found on the upper shelves because, they're a little bit more clean, maybe not as, mainstream. So anyway, that being said, going into the canned food goods, I always make sure I have all kinds of things, all kinds of beans, especially black beans and white beans, because I make a lot of soups. I love to have the coconut cream on hand because I do make a lot of pies and things like that with coconut cream, and it makes a great chocolate pudding as well. So make sure that you get that as well. So canned beans, things like that, as well as the coconut cream. Moving on to another sauce is ketchup. I get ketchup with real honey. This one from Best Foods has honey in it only. I can also make my own ketchup, which I've had to do, especially in the early days of my anti-inflammatory eating. I made my own ketchup, and I still to this day make my own barbecue sauce with liquid smoke, which is another staple in my kitchen. That being said too, you are more than welcome to have mustard. You still can have a lot of sauces. Mustard, horseradish sauce. You can have mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is egg and vinegar and oil, so that's definitely approved. And again, these are simple things you can make in your own home, or you can buy them as long as they don't have added ingredients. All right, you just have to check the label and do that really diligent label reading. Sorry, I was like stuttering on my words there. As for proteins, I am not vegan. If you want to go completely vegan, that is totally your call, or vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever you prefer. I am not, so I do like my proteins. I do eat a lot of chicken. I try to get chicken breasts and whole chicken. As you can see, I make at least 2 roasted chickens a week, and then I make my own chicken broth out of that. If you do buy chicken broth in the box, try to get organic, non-GMO chicken breast. And I actually have these great chicken tenders that I make, fried chicken tenders for the kids. And then also moving on to the whole basics group, to make the chicken tenders, I do use a rice panko. It's gluten-free, it's amazing, it's by Ian's. You can get this on Amazon or in your local grocery store. Here's the liquid smoke I was telling you about, that's amazing. One of my favorite brands in the anti-inflammatory eating is Siete, and I'll explain the tortillas and the tortilla shells and everything like that later. But they make a great taco seasoning sauce too. So if you want something that's easy peasy, that kind of has everything inside of it, this is perfect. That being said, some of the oils I use, coconut oil spray and coconut oil. Most of my cooking has that, as well as I use olive oil and an olive oil spray when need be for the grill and things like that. Honey, staple in the house, as well as agave for sweetener. And maple syrup. Maple syrup is also another one, and coconut. Back to sweeteners. Sweeteners, another sweetener, a great one is coconut sugar. And of course you can use your other preferred sweeteners, such as stevia is another one. Any plant-based sugar is fine. The reason why they don't want you to use cane sugar and things like that is because it does change derivatives. It does have the molecule change in that. And although if you have limited cane sugar, maybe, but it's best when you're doing your 6-week challenge to completely cut it out. Of course, I think I already showed you the olive oil. This is great habanero hot sauce by Siete, my favorite brand. And then of course garlic. I try to make things super, super easy since I cook all the time. So I buy already ready to go minced garlic. And I try to do that with a lot of my lemongrass, a lot of my ginger, anything like that that already comes pre-packaged like this. I'm all in, so check it out. And as I kind of mentioned, one of my favorite brands, and you'll hear me talk about them a lot because I think they're pretty groundbreaking, is Siete. Siete is one of my favorites. I'm so thankful for them. They're grain-free, corn-free, cane sugar-free, soy-free, vegan. I mean, they're absolutely amazing. Paleo, if you want to try a little bit of paleo. But basically, this is a regular tortilla. They have lime. They have nacho cheese, which is actually dairy-free nacho cheese, and ranch, dairy-free ranch. Also 2 hard shell tacos and soft shell tacos, which are crazy incredible. I make quesadillas all the time and tacos all the time. Taco salads, you name it, I have it, I eat it. It's phenomenal. Once you have these, they're like restaurant, in-house restaurant chips. So if that's the kind of thing you like, then you're gonna flip over these. They even have a cinnamon. So moving on to my favorite brands, this is another one. This is amazing. It's basically this lesser evil, with all the vegan, and we're really fortunate that paleo, vegan, and keto came out, because with these now we have all these approved grain-free kinds of things, grain-free and dairy-free. So this is a power curls. These are cheese curls, dairy-free cheese curls, amazing, as well as the veggie curls, veggie sticks, and then they have a few other things that are definitely on our approved list. When it comes to bread and everything like that, that's something early on that I had to make myself, either an almond flour bread or a coconut flour bread, or even cloud bread, if you know what that is, and I would make it dairy-free. So, and those are things that I can definitely go over in recipes later on if you want to try it. But for the simple living and just like, sandwich needs and things like that, we actually have some brands of bread out there that are now gluten-free, corn-free, soy-free, and all that, cane sugar-free. Canyon is one of my favorites, and actually one of my son's favorites. And in the Canyon brand, they even have bagels, English muffins. This one happens to be the Mountain White. They have also too like a really good cinnamon raisin. They also have a different kind of white too that is like a little bit bigger piece for sandwiches and things like that. So it's pretty phenomenal now that we have it. Again, that's Canyon Bakehouse, and I can get this on a little bit into the frozen section. And in the frozen section, you have a Daiya gluten-free, dairy-free pizza, which is actually really good because the sauce they use is phenomenal, and it really does taste like, you know, frozen pizza when you're in a pinch. And then we have our Nada Moo, which is my favorite brand of ice cream. They have several flavors. Chocolate and vanilla are definitely a staple in the household. Made with agave sugar, mind you, which is crazy good. And real vanilla. Also, too, in the frozen section, I have this whole Path of Life quinoa. This happens to be kale and quinoa. And this is Tuscan with bean and portobello mushrooms, which are phenomenal. As well as I do get some frozen veggies to cut some corners. I always have spinach and peas. And this Capri blend, since we can't have corn, I do this Capri blend that has carrots and greens beans. So in the frozen section, I love this brand of potato. This is Alexa brand. They have great French fries for the air fryer. These are hash browns. They don't have any additives, no additive corn starch or anything like that, no added sugar. You do have to watch out for the sweet potato French fries though, because usually those are laced with some kind of brown sugar. So it's best to either cut them yourself or find a brand that has no brown sugar or cane sugar, and then add your own either maple syrup or honey, or dust them in the coconut sugar, which is phenomenal. I just like them plain and simple with sea salt myself, but that's just me. Okay, now to my ultimate favorite brand, at least one of the two, is Simple Mills. So Simple Mills came out a long time ago, and they're really, really clean, really, really good. And they call them Simple Mills because there's always simple ingredients in it. You can make everything vegan, leaving the eggs out and using egg replacers. So they have pancake and waffle mix, brownie mix, vanilla cake mix, coffee cake mix. They have the, of course, the chocolate cupcake mix and things like that. But then they also have the best crackers. This one was rosemary. This one is Sunday tomato. They also have a basic, and then they have great cookies. So many different styles of cookies. We like chocolate, which are really good. They also have soft cookies. These are crunchy ones. But yes, this is one of my things. And also too, they have bread mixes as well. The artesian bread mix, and they have pizza dough mix and things like that. So Simple Mills is one to look out. Just bragging on Simple Mills a little bit more, they even have these great Mediterranean pita chips, and another just basic sea salt, which is great with like fish dip and things like that. So on to cheeses really quick, since we're talking about cheese and crackers. We can have goat cheese, sheep's cheese, buffalo cheese. So these are amazing, amazing goat cheese. You can even have goat cheese cheddar. Who knew? This is actually at Dijon's Market. And at some Publix carry goat cheese mozzarella, which we use on everything, quesadillas and pizzas. Then there's a great truffle goat cheese, and just a regular manchego cheese. Here's another goat cheese one, which is phenomenal. And of course, buffalo, 100% buffalo's milk mozzarella, in case you want to have a tomato mozzarella basil appetizer. Vegan butter. This is my favorite vegan butter. So good. And I use the coconut milk unsweetened and add honey. Some other non-dairy options in the sweets department. I love Ready Whip, has the coconut whipped cream and also almond whipped cream. I prefer the almond. I love the flavor of the coconut, but I prefer the almond because the coconut tends to get too thick and it hardens in the refrigerator, so it's harder to get out. This is way easier, and it's great on any kind of fruit, any pancakes, any chocolate, any dessert, and it's great on its own. So it's yummy. And of course, we can't forget our almonds and coconut milk. I use vanilla because it's preferred in this household, but unsweetened. Just remember, if you get something with vanilla in it, it does have to be unsweetened without that cane sugar. Otherwise, they tend to sneak it in there. You've got to be careful. As far as meat goes, I usually get grass-fed beef, as well as lamb and veal. Just remember, the great thing about lamb is that it's less in cholesterol. It makes great meatballs and great burgers. You can have it with goat cheese, and if you like lamb burgers, great with goat cheese and sweet potato, Brussels sprouts. great on and off a bun. Again, that one brand that I was telling you about, the Canyon Bakehouse, they actually have a gluten-free bun as well. So I tend to, for the kids' lunches, I tend to get the carving board turkey and ham that doesn't have any additives, as well as the egg thins, gluten-free. These are amazing, great with salmon in it. You can do savory or sweet. You can do a compote, like I do a blueberry compote on the egg thins with the whipped cream. Also too, you could do salmon or the eggs in the egg thins. You can make a salad and wrap it. It's just a great little tortilla style, you know, wrap as a bread alternative. If you're not vegan, that is. Another one of my favorite brands is HU, Simply Human. It's amazing. This happens to be a grain-free cracker. They have them in several styles. This is a pizza style because my son likes pizza. So going back to the HU brand, Get Back to Human, they have great things. Other than the crackers that I just showed you that come in different styles, they also have amazing chocolate. These happen to be the gems, which are baking chocolate or chocolate chips. You can put them in ice cream or your brownies, or I use them in pancakes. They're made with agave, so they're just basically cacao and agave. It's so good. I also kind of crush it when I want to bake something. I make lava cakes, the chocolate lava cakes I make that are totally with these and cane sugar free are phenomenal. So that brand, Get Back to Human, HU, is great. And they also have like chocolate covered almonds and great vanilla crunch bars made with Rice Krispies. So it's a really great brand. This is one to check out for sure. Okay, I know this is super long, and I know that you're probably like a little bit overwhelmed with everything I'm telling you. I'm just giving you some options that are definitely staples in my house that that I've enjoyed and that are tried and true, things like that. So another tried and true, going back to the basics, I love a good saltine, especially when you have kids and somebody doesn't feel great. This is a great snack and something to kind of like calm the stomach. These are gluten-free matzo style by Yehuda. Is amazing. They're great. And then Rice Krispies, you wouldn't believe it, actually have sugar in them. So I found one with honey in it. So this is basically Farmers We Know, and they're all organic, and this is gluten-free, cacao crisp, amazing. They also have just regular, not chocolate. Basically cane sugar-free marshmallows, who knew? Cane sugar-free Swedish fish, yes, this is made with fruit juice only. Another one of the Simple Meals thing that I forgot to mention too is they actually have granola bars too, which is really good. This is spiced carrot cake. One of the things that's not on our diet is peanuts. So you have to remember when you're buying nuts that I stick to the things like cashews and almonds, you know, things like that. So those are always basics in our house. I won't show you that because it's just a canister of cashews. My favorite bacon of all time, Wright's bacon is the winner. They have different flavors, apple with smoke. This is, I think, hickory. Of course, staples in the house too. Plantain chips are great with any kind of fish dip or lobster dip or shrimp, things like that, or just to munch on. We always have a flatbread in the house. This one is amazing. This absolutely gluten-free is a great brand. Fruits, we have a lot of fruits in the house. Bananas, pineapple. This is honey mango that's to die for if you've ever had a honey mango. Guacamole, definitely something to keep in mind when you're getting your potato chips to make sure they're not dusted in cornstarch. And this brand, the Kettle brand, the Cape Cod, is amazing, not dusted. Obviously, we have to watch out for anything with cane sugar, so we just tend to get the plain. Let's see what else is back here. I think I might have done it. My favorite drinks, though, besides club soda and regular water, like if you want a little something fizzy, is the apple cider vinegar, turmeric ginger. Kavita is one of my favorite brands. I have it there, and then I also have a Kavita strawberry acai, which is so great, so hydrating. I love it. I drink these all the time. Okay, that was a lot of information, and I'm so sorry, but hopefully you gained some kind of gems out of that, some kind of pearls. And if you have any questions, just let me know. We'll keep continuing this, but I wanted to get you all kind of thinking about it and started on it. Okay, everybody, it's your turn, right? I just wanted to give you a little bit of a start, something that you could base your concepts off of and get some ideas. I know this isn't for everybody, but for those of you who just want a little bit of information, Hopefully I didn't throw up too much on you, and and that you are not overwhelmed with what the heck's going on. But it's really all about reading those labels. It's really all about seeing what has added cane sugar and added cornstarch and added soy in it, and just kind of cutting it out, trimming it down, and really making a conscious effort, right? Because that's what these 6 weeks are about, is to have a conscious effort to see if this fits within your lifestyle. So I don't know. I hope you like it, and I'm glad that you're watching this video, and I'm so thankful. And don't forget, this is just one of many series, so please don't be overwhelmed. We'll definitely get the hang of this together, and like I said, all these are tried and true. I have done a lot of research on these things, and if an 9 and 11-year-old like it, and someone like me who was absolutely digging my heels in about going dairy-free initially, I don't really miss anything because we can get everything. Oh, that reminds me too, I did find a pretzel too. If you're like a pretzel eater and you like pretzels and guacamole, or you like pretzels and cheese, or pretzels and salsa, pretzels and mustard, there's a brand called Quinn's, Quinn''S. Yes, I know, my son's name is Quinn too. It's pretty amazing, but they make a great gluten-free, corn-free pretzel as well. So, all right. That's it. That's all I got for right now. But trust me, you're going to be sick of me by the end of the 6 weeks. Or maybe not. Maybe you want to move in and I'll cook for you. I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a great night, and thanks for watching, and there's more to come. I'm so excited you're joining me on this journey that I am so passionate about.